Hello everybody, this is the video for lesson 9.2, linear regression, and in this video we're going to be going over problems A, B, and C. So today's work is done in a program called Google Sheets, where you work in spreadsheets. And whenever you're working in a spreadsheet, in order to input something into a cell, cells are all of these blank spaces, you have to double click. So if you want to put your name in, I'm going to double click, and I'll type in Mr. Yan or whatever your name is. And we're working with this table and this scatter plot. And this is the same data that you did in lesson 9.1. We have 20 countries, the total number of COVID-19 cases for each country, and then the total number of deaths related to COVID-19 for that country. Each country is represented by a point on this scatter plot, and you can see the linear regression line, or the trend line, or the line of best fit. That's this red line here. Problem A is asking us, based on the scatter plot, which is the best estimate for the correlation coefficient, the R value. So remember the R value, the lowest possible number is -1, the highest possible value is +1, and the middle is 0. So as we check here, we can tell by the linear regression line and then also the general shape of the dots that they're going up and to the right, so that we know that there's a positive correlation. As x is increasing, y is also increasing. And we also know that the points, they're not closely on a line. They're a little bit spread out. So what that's telling me is my R value is going to be positive, and it's not, so it can't be -0.9, and it can't be -0.3. 0.06 means there's no correlation at all, which means the points would be all over the place with no pattern, so it can't be that one. 0.6, okay, it could be that. That's kind of a weak-ish positive correlation. And then 0.95, that's really close to 1, so that would be almost a perfect line with the points, and they're not quite there. So that's why for this one, the best answer, the best estimate, is an R value of 0.6. Next, it's asking you to use the correlation function to calculate the exact R value. And this is when Google Sheets or spreadsheets are very powerful, because we can use formulas like this. So the formula that you want to use is right here. This equals CORREL. So what you want to do is double click into this cell. You're going to press equals. All formulas in spreadsheets start with an equal. Then you type in CORREL. So this starts the correlation function. Then you do a open parentheses. So the left parentheses, that should be shift and then the number 9. And then the first thing that we want to do is select all of the x values that we want in this correlation function. So if I scroll up, that's going to be all of the total cases for these countries. So the way that you select all of these numbers, the total case numbers, is I'm going to click the top one, and then I'm going to drag down until I get to the last cell in that column, and then let go. And if you did it correctly, it should say C6 colon to C25. What that's saying is we're collecting all of the numbers from cell C6. And if you look at the top and then the left of your spreadsheet, right, C and then 6, that's this cell right here, all the way down to C25. So now I have the x values. Then I press comma. The next thing that I need to do is to select all of the y values that I want. And that's going to be this whole column here for total deaths. So what I need to do, same idea. I'm going to click this top number. Then I'm going to hold and drag down until I get to the bottom of the column, like that. And if you did it correctly, you should see D6 colon to D25. So it's collecting all of the numbers between cell D6 until cell D25, and then I can do close parentheses. Once I've closed the parentheses, I can hit enter, and then it will calculate the exact correlation coefficient for this data set. So it's 0.609, and we can see that our estimate of 0.6 was pretty close. Okay, just in case you need to see it again, I'm going to enter in the formula for the correlation coefficient one more time. So you press equals CORREL, open parentheses, scroll, click and drag to select all of the x values that you want, comma, click and drag to select all of the matching y values that you want, close parentheses, and then press enter. Okay. And then for part C, what type of correlation exists between these two variables? Is it strong or weak? Is it positive or negative? Well, we can look at the R value. It's 0.6. So 0.6 is positive, so I know it's a positive correlation. And usually this is where it's like kind of in the middle ground. 0.6, it's above 0.5. So you can say that it's a strong positive correlation. It's kind of in the middle, so you can say kind of like strong or weak or like medium. That's fine too. There you go.